Boys, what's up? How's it going? Greetings. Is it not showing on the tubes? Hold up. Let me have a look at something. Oh my god, is it unlisted? Hold up, give me a second. YouTube is being weird. Give me a second. There we go. That's showing, right? All right, there we go. That should show. There we go. There it is. Hello. How do you do? Today is what? Thursday? Yes, it's Thursday. And we're playing some crap shit in the background. Don't worry about that. Ooh, we're gonna do a little bit of Warframing.
Hello? Like that?
Right? Are you first? I don't think so. What's up? But what's up? Welcome. Hello. Now we're here in a little bit of Warframing. Affinity booster for 63 hours. Oh my god, that's huge. Imagine being online for 63 hours. Wait, how long can you play? Let's say 63 hours. All right. So you play for like 2-3 hours, go off, go to work, another day you come back. You don't get much use of this. Probably I would say just 2 days of a few hours of gameplay. That's how much you can use this, like for your average person. And plus, nobody levels up like crazy. Like, I gotta level this up, gotta go level this up, gotta go level up. You know? It don't work like that. Also, in the boxing. Maybe you guys wanted to see this. I don't know if y'all saw this, but this is what happens when you the faces are weird. Except Trinity's face is fine. It's like, oh, come on. Mine looks old. Yeah, my character looks old as fuck, though.
Fine, I'll say it.
There you go.
I love you.
Te amo, mi corazón.
Hey, have you seen Nina? She got out somewhere.
Wow, you're on the same spot. Wait, dude, I still don't get it. How she's like here and then she moves here behind the mop. It's like, hey, you gonna do anything? Oh, I'm stuck. Hey, you're gonna do anything? And then she appears here. Hey, you're gonna do anything? It's kind of, oh man, what are we gonna do? All right, do we actually do the thing? I wanted to fool around with Tit Anya. Where's Tit? There she is. We had Uhu. And this was doing okay, right? Latino janitor? No. It's not janitors. You know, you have your gardeners. Right, it's not all Latinos, right? It's usually like Mexicans, right? The stereotype. And you have Arabs with the right. Then you have the Indians who are what computer virus, right? They're a pre-download for Elite. No, I actually restarted, checked, I logged in, unable to log in. I don't know how Rax is playing, and there's some people playing LE. I don't know how they're playing. I guess they got like creator access or some shit. Indians have a lot more
Mister.
stereotypes.
Should I call you Mister?
Like, okay, so this is no joke, right? Most of the scammer videos are you know, the online scammer videos are Indians. All right, what else? What are the stereotypes? They playing offline? I couldn't even play offline. We haven't gone Taveonui here. You know what's funny? I was scrolling through shorts and I was watching this one short of this comedian, Era Spears, and he was talking about how he doesn't like Indian men, right? And every guy, every Indian fucking commenter was like, bro is self-roasting because he looks like a South Indian. I'm like, damn. So Arabs, a one-time steel path nuke? Absolutely.
Predictable, as expected.
One Arab here. Hello, other Arab.
Sending modified life support capsules.
Listen. I'll tell you, like, I don't know. I told this story before, right? So here's the thing. If you guys didn't know, I'm Arab. Shocker, right? I know, right? I don't seem it. I don't seem like it. But this was in 6th grade in Canada, right? This girl came up to me. She said, "Hey, I like you, blah blah. You know, you want to go out?" I was like, "Bro, a chick asking me out? That was like big, you know, success for me." Right? 6th grade too. I was like, "Yo, my first girlfriend." So that day after school, we went to the park, right, and everything. We're talking, blah blah. I got the kiss. I was like, this is the best day of my life. Okay? I go home. All right? My mom and her friend Rose were sitting on the couch. They were watching TV, and guess what happened? Well, guess what day that day was? September 11th. Okay? So my mom was glued to the TV, watching the news, everything. Rose came up to me, right? She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad you're okay." All right, Canadians, y'all need to chill. Like, you know what they thought? You know what Rose thought? Rose thought that the terrorists were gonna come and bomb Square One. Square One, if you guys don't know, is like a big mall, whatever. Anyway, Rose, first of all, has big boobs. I had a crush on Rose, okay? And that day couldn't get any better because after having a kiss, I come home, Rose runs up and hugs me, my face in her boobs. I was the happiest kid alive. Rose, if you're ever watching this, thank you. Anyway, who the fuck is Rose? My mom's friend, all right? And, right, I was like, this day can't get any better, right? I was like, this is so cool. Right? I was like the happiest dude ever. While my mom and and Rose are watching the TV, right? They're all worried and everything. I was like, bro, little me is saluting so hard right now. So I had to like release the stress, if you know what I'm saying, right? If you guys don't get it, right? Okay, I had to relieve some stress. Next day, I go to school. All right, I was so happy. Right, I was like, you know, walking to school. I was like, yeah, what's up, girl? How you doing? Hi. And then she's like, hey. I'm like, what do you mean, hey? Where's the hug and everything, right? It's like, we might have, you know, we kind of have to break up. I'm like, what? Why? Yeah, you might be a terrorist. Like, what? Yeah, because, listen. Yeah. Guys. I'm lying. I'm serious. I am not making this up. She broke up with me because, again, I'm Arab. Arab name. All right, so it's like, oh yeah, you might be a terrorist. I'm like, what the fuck? So I was being, you know, bad. I'm like, man, fuck you, bitch, right? So I walk away. Didn't want her to see me, you know, sad. I walked away. I'm like, yeah. Listen, all right. I was a little kid. That was it hit me a little bit, right? You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. So I walked away, pretending to be all tough and everything. I'm like, fuck this, right? But I didn't want her to see me. And apparently they took it a bit too serious in that school. And guess what? Some of the white kids stopped showing up to school for like a few days. Yeah. So I was like, they were all scared because there were other brown kids there and they also might be terrorists. That's what they were thinking. All right, white people, y'all need to chill. Seriously. How are kids gonna blow up a school? Listen. Anyway, so I go home. I'm like, Ma, can I not go to school? And then she knew what was happening, right? She asked me, what's the color of your skin? And when I looked down, and she said, yeah, you're going to school. I want to go to school. So the school had to hold an assembly, bring the police over just to tell the parents, relax. Kids are not gonna come here and blow up the fucking school, you retards. Right? They said it in a very nice way. All right? They said it in a very nice way. Okay? Not like that. They have to assure the parents. All right? Nothing bad is gonna happen. All right? And then that's when the kids started coming in. Right? Because the school was very diverse. When for like it was diverse in like the Middle Eastern to the Asian community. There were a few white kids, right? But most of them was just like, you know. And then it blew up. Yes, exactly. Well, that's actually what happened in back in the days. Yeah, true story. You know it's true because I've told this story. I've told this story a lot because, oh my god, it couldn't get any stupider. Like when you think back to it, it's that stupid. Yes. In Romania, the kids would have encouraged school. Jesus. Oh my god. See, yeah, that's a weird shit. That's the world. My small stream is because last epoch. We're gonna be grabbing food. I haven't eaten yet at all. So we're doing a little bit of Warframe here. And then, you know, we're gonna go get some food and do a new stream for last epoch. So we joke around on friends taking one for the team. Yeah, dude. You see, I'm telling you, like, people nowadays are too sensitive, right? I'm telling you, people who can take the best jokes are brown people. I'm telling you. I've had so many like racist jokes thrown at me, and like I'm telling, like, so I stomped the guy. I'm like, I know you're racist. I know you don't care, right? But next time, if you're trying to be racist, at least know the race so you can make a, you know, a better targeted racial, you know, slur at the person. Because if you're gonna call me the N-word, I'm like, what's that gonna do? Like, I'm not black. I mean, we might have the same skin tone, but it's not gonna hit the same. You got what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you dropped the skin. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's not gonna work the same, my guy. Dude, why am I razor flies in Antarctica?
What the fuck? Ew!
Yeah. You gotta teach him. You gotta, you know the race you're trying to be racist to. It might be a little harder if you're trying to be racist to, you know, a certain group of Asians.
Everybody knew got much kung fu.
Like, a race is not going to be able to tell the difference between a Japanese, Chinese guy and Korean, right? They're just like, I give up, right? Well, at least the brown folk, we have some, you know, resemblance, right? One brown folk, you know, is all about, you know, fucking goats, blowing up buildings, all right? One brown folk is about scamming you out of your money. You know what I'm saying? You get it? You look Indian, there is no resemblance. Yeah, I mean, I've had someone I've had people think I was Indian. I had people think I was Sri Lankan. I had people think I was. See, it depends where you are in the world, right? When I was in South Africa, everybody thought I was from Durban. And then I opened my mouth. You're from overseas? I'm like, yes. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was in Canada, right, everybody thought I was from Trinidad. So I rolled with that. But of course, when I was in, when I'm in Middle East, I'm just, you know, the brothers. You know, in Saudi, people thought I was Saudi. All right. It's like, and then they heard me talk. I'm like, wait, you're not Saudi? Wait. Oh, you grew up. Oh, I get it. You grew up overseas, right? That's why you know, you talk like that. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, come on. You're kidding, right? I'm like, no, I'm not. Listen, it's okay, all right? I get it. You want to seem cool. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then I have to explain my lineage. Like, okay, so why don't you speak Arabic? See, my mom, you know, she said, you know, I have to learn English. And then my dad was disappointed because I forgot to speak Arabic, you know? Yeah. And then whenever I visit my dad's side of the family, it's like, why doesn't your son speak Arabic? What the fuck you do to him? He should be ashamed of himself. I'm like, listen, man, it's not my fault. All right? You should be ashamed of yourself. How dare you? Like, I understand some words.
No.
You know? I can order a shawarma.
No. Hell no.
I can put on the accent and go order shawarma just fine, bro. What the fuck? Please. I can't aim. There we go. Wait. Doesn't proc on his head? Got him. I got him. Holy shit. Titania feels so cope, man. Yeah, shawarma indeed. You prefer English over your mother language? What is your mother language? Now I want to know. Not speaking your language sucks. I grew up in an all English schools and now everyone is mad at me for not knowing Spanish. I get that. You know what's even worse, right? I'm surprised my accent is like this because
was greater.
I grew up around Filipinos and Jamaicans, right? So whenever I pulled out when I said some words, I had a Filipino accent with it, and my mom was like, "No, don't say it like that." I'm like, "Why? That's not how you're supposed to pronounce it, all right? You have to pronounce it with, you know, you have to enunciate certain words." Okay, I'm like, "Don't say it like that. It's okay." Okay, all right. Oh god, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's funny as shit. What do I think? Mom new? Yep. Who makes the best shawarma? Saudi Arabia shawarma is the best shawarma. I've had shawarma in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, fucking Oman. All right. Yeah. I have similar situation with Russian. I forgot it entirely, but I learned speaking Russian again a few years ago. That's cool. Yes. Will I ever do a fashion frame video? Nah, that's not my kind of thing. What do I think about this? Turkey? That's not even shawarma, my guy. I get it. Listen. The Kardashian, right? They got some good food, but not shawarma. Leave that to someone else, you know? I get you. Cook up a Grendelville? I have one Grendel video. What we got here? Melee influence. Is this like a heavy attack build with gyre and or whatever? I would suggest going viral. You know, do viral and use someone who can force proc it. Bro hasn't had Indian shawarma. I don't even. No. Listen, Indians, y'all got really good food. I love Indian food. Don't touch the shawarma. That's it. That's it. Listen, I watched a lot of videos of people going to Middle Eastern countries, Asian countries. Yeah. Gas is funny. Gas is funny if you can group up enemies. But at the same time, if you have viral to debuff enemies and with gas, then yeah. But unfortunately, you're limited because Siam has force heat proc when you heavy attack. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some things don't need to mix. True.
If I didn't have you to
Try
talk to,
what is
where
that?
I'd be.
Sag, like sagging
Amazing
kebab.
boy,
I've had a lot of
Wednesday,
Turkish
wow.
food growing up. I just don't know the names. I just, you know how it looks
That's a
like.
better
The
conversation.
long, like, you know, like the BBC kebab. You put it on the bread, all the chilies and the onions, you know, meshuyat, all that
All
good
names
stuff.
intact, no extra holes?
Fantastic.
Good.
I love that shit.
Nobody gets to see you break a sweat except me.
All right, if I can see the food doesn't have seasoning,
I think the two little boys are finally.
I'm like,
playing
nah,
nice together.
no, we don't do it.
Good,
We don't do that. You gotta have some seasoning. When you cook something, right? Minimum five pieces of seasoning. Minimum. Right? All right. What else can we try with this bitch? Oh, what up, Fuds? How's it going? So nourish, of course, is simple. Yo, huge. Welcome back with 54 months. Yeah, I can see it, but the delay for the alert is a bit slow. Half of the world can't even eat our food because of the spices and seasoning. I love spicy food. I love spicy food. You know what's the sad part about here? They can't handle spicy food. If I want to buy actual chilies, I need to travel an hour just to get chilies. I gave up, bro. I'm like, bro, can I find some hot spicy? So I found Amazon. I have to resort to some sauces if I want spicy food. I'm from the Middle East. Of course I can handle spicy food. Listen, are you saying all brown people can handle spicy food? That's racist, Mr. Other Brown Guy. You might know this, but in case of the game doesn't tell you, but his 4 is scaling ability that does 10% of your damage dealt with bonus toxin damage. I have no idea who you're talking about. Impetus and cucumber. Pixia. Impetus, see the problem with impetus and cucumber? The damage takes time to ramp up. Grendel. Oh, you're talking about Grendel? I see. I mean, I did do the vomit Grendel with his new augment and gas. Yeah. Sub alert, scammers. True. I don't know why the sub alert. It will probably come up like after. Yeah. But I can see you got the new the sub badge called Lockdown, right? Love her cyberpunk skin. The problem with her cyberpunk skin, it doesn't the colors are just kind of weird. They don't, the texture is not that great. I love things that have better texture. I was trying to do something with Titania. We tried Jade's Helminth. Is Dewata still doo-doo? What's Dewata? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Sherman not allowed in TTS? Damn. You turned her into arachnid form, Transformers Prime. What's Dewata? Apparently these are like Filipino inspired things. That's what I heard. But yeah, what do you guys suggest besides slow ramp up damage? We want something that to feel satisfying. Hello. Right?
Hello?
Something satisfying in the Dex Pixia department. Right? We do a lot of upfront damage. That's like our issue is not upfront damage, but we want additional clear. Video redeem, another video redeem. What is this? My guy, did we watch that one? Which one is this? Something we can use in the made-up world of Endgame that doesn't exist. No Herald of Ash. Yeah, no Herald of Ash. None of that. See, we got the damage, right? So we do a little Void Sling. We get the Madurai. See the Madurai right there? Right there, a little tickle. We do right. If you guys didn't know, look at the animation speed. Wait, what was that? If you cast her 4 while you're off the ground, faster animations. So yeah, we got that in the damage department, right? That's fine. But people want to see crits. Blast, the problem with Blast is that it needs enemies grouped up for the propagation, you know? Question. All right, let me see if I can answer. I've been away from a year. Seen your new meta. I was heavily invested into the corrosive meta loadout. Or do I get access? Oh, waste back. When corrosive meta? Yeah, you have corrosive. You still mod corrosive on her? Guys, corrosive and viral are the 2 best, strongest elemental damage for raw damage.
You are gay.
Okay. If you're running melee influence, that's the only time, of course, you gotta run electricity. 2 green shards, don't. If here's the thing for every person playing Mesa. If the target survives long enough for you to see procs and their armor stripped, you're not doing enough damage. If you're shooting someone, if you're playing Mesa and you're shooting someone, and if they don't die within, that means you're not doing the damage. So there are people who would put, what would you call it? Toxin, and run another element and use Archon Continuity so they can proc Toxin to then armor strip with corrosive. So to get a corrosive proc and get an armor strip. What if you just mod corrosive and heat and burn through their armor right away while you're doing more damage on top of them? Damage generation, my guy, armor stripping, and that's still not gonna help. Yeah. You know what's funny? One of my most commented shorts is the do not use Archon Continuity mod. Everybody, like, there was quite a few people who were like, this guy sucks. How dare he tell you not to use Archon Continuity? Yeah. Here, I'll show you. It's hilarious. It's still getting comments still to this day, and I have to scroll a bit because it's not that frequent. But you know, there it is. 1 day ago. 1 day ago. sometimes he has some good takes, but other times, like when he said Lavos wasn't a good frame, sort of did it for me. He's not a good frame. He literally, guys, what does Lavos have? Like, what can Lavos do? And he's a subscriber too. Like, Lavos is just not a good frame. You know what Lavos does? This is what Lavos does. Valence formation. He's not a good frame. But yeah, this video, man. Oh. All right, this short 2 years ago. All right. And people were like, how dare you, Lavos? Lavos? Guys, if you... Here's the thing. If you proc... This is what you do with Lavos.
Hello? Like that?
On Gyre Volt, no. I would only use Archon Continuity on Citrine. That's the only person I'd do it on. Because I don't have to force myself to actually mod a certain way to get a proc to then get that. But this is what we do with Lavos, right? This is the Coda Mire. Okay? This is the build. You know what? This is the build. Okay? We have Valence Formation. For those guys who don't know what Valence Formation is, it gives you elemental damage. Okay? And it's a force proc. Now you saw my Coda Mire build, right? You saw it, right? You saw the build, right? Okay? I just want to remind you, all right? This is the build. The reason we're able to do this is because melee influence and Valence Formation. That's why his name is not Lavos, it's Valence Formation. What's my Nautilus build? Cordon. Cordon. And Manifold Bond. That's all you fucking need on Nautilus. And then put out other defensive mods that you want. See, Lavos doesn't have anything else. If you play Lavos any other way, it's going to be like this. All right, prime, set up, use your fourth ability, and then enemies die. But now you don't have enemies to reset your cooldowns because you nuked an area. Now you have to find enemies again to hit them to reset your cooldowns, set up the attack again, throw it, wait for enemies to respawn, go chase them. So your TTK is bad. Your KPM is bad. You cannot sustain. You know, it's way slower than actually just modding him for Valence Formation and using any other weapon. Take on Hounds. Hounds are great. Better than Kubros. The only downside for Hounds is that their weapons suck. Yeah, that's it. Have you tried Wisp's new augment? I did, yes. Now, for anyone saying Lavos is bad, Lavos is great, you're using him with Valence Formation, right? What's this Riven? Trash Riven. It's absolutely trash. Why? Minus reload speed. That's already eating a lot of dicks. Why is reload speed important? Put it on and try to activate Incarnate. Just put it on and activate Incarnate. And tell me. And then remove it and activate Incarnate. You'll see. Anyway, so guys. Well, with Wisp, what do we do with Wisp? Wisp was just, I don't know. Oh yeah, this is what I was running with Wisp, right? We put Roar, we put these two shards here. All right, all we did was oh yeah, put this, put a little bit of that, Do a little Maderai. Do. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was it. Exclamation Saren. Haven't changed it. Are the new arcanes worth it? Well, the new galvanized mods for melee and changing builds, or is it just something to add? The galvanized for mods, melee mods are really good. Really, really good. Right? The new arcanes, Hotshot is the only like useful one, I would say. And that is limited on a few frames. Right? Not on every frame. Grenier barbecue, yep. They just put that. So the thing is with this build is that it is a camping build. For people who do not like camping, don't play this build. If you do not camp, right, you're just gonna have not a good time. So you need to find really, so if you're doing survival and all that, find a good tile set and stay there. You got hacked and everything. D's not replying. That is the issue. Support takes ages with DE. The only thing you gotta do is hope and wait. With secondary encumber on new core, so that's gonna do more Cascadia flares. What? You put secondary encumber on new core, so that's gonna do more than Cascadia flare. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Cascadia flare, really good for upfront 480% if you proc heat. Encumber, right? If you're just using it against a group of enemies and you have galvanized. The galvanized shots, sorry. That's the word. That's the one. Collect stuff from Nightwave. Bro, I don't give a shit about Nightwave. Nightwave died ages ago. Can I stop? All right. What is this? Biotic rounds? Don't care. What are you saying? This is a good ribbon. Let's see this ribbon. Okay, let's see the builds. We're running a viral hunter munitions build. Okay, our base damage is coming from there. Got multi-shot, crit chance, crit damage. We got some fire rate. Drop this. Use a better fire rate mod. This one's doo-doo water. You got your viral here. It's got heat on its incarnate form, and the ribbon is, yikes! Holy, that recoil is kind of gonna. So you're forced to use stabilizer. At this point, right? I might as well say go with Deadhead. Go with Deadhead. Deadhead and stabilizer together, right? And get some headshots. But then you would have to mod for corrosive and heat. It's still fine. Right? But let's see. Reload speed, yeah, because you have plus 60 reload here. And you have Merciless. So you do have an empty slot. I mean, what you could do is, right, use a other fire rate mod. Instead of hunter munitions, you can run the Latron mod. You can do that if you want. What else is missing here? Then you got your elements. You're fine, I guess. Prime stabilizer? True. You don't have the Latro mod? I mean, just get it. Alright, so this is not the greatest camping spot, unfortunately. Oh, right, I'm not using Wisp Prime. I have to actually use an energy here. Alright, so let's just do this. I'm gonna jump here. All right, let's look for a good spot to camp. Oh, this is kind of good, but unfortunately not for this build. Oh, possible. I mean, we can do it here, right? Actually, no, let's look. We can always restart the... Oh, this is going to be the large hallway. Yep. And we found extraction. let's reset. Let's try to find a good one. If you run corrosive, you run raw damage, my guy. Go raw damage. The new galvanized melee mods. Do I replace anything or do I put in a flex slot? Read what they do. Read what they do. Look at your build. It's very straightforward. Oh, perfect. We got the best room for this build. We got the best room for this build, boys. This is the best room for this build. Let's go. We lucked out. We lucked out. Trying to find cool dual pistols. Do you have any favorite? The only ones I use are the dual Toxis and Karnan. Otherwise, there's nothing that will beat it. Like literally nothing that will beat it. All right, so they're all coming here, right? And then that's it. This is Steel Path, right? Yeah, it's Steel Path. Yeah. Soul Frame? Fuck no. Dude, that game needs Jesus. Soul Frame needs another year. Just so we can have a beta. I already said what I said about the game. They need to stop adding, you know, animals and all this shit. Add combat. Work on combat. Right? Stop making a fucking petting simulator. Add combat. Like, work on the combat. Work on the, you know, interactions. Add better enemy types. See, the world looks nice and everything, but the gameplay is the most important thing. If we can't enjoy playing the game, then we won't play. Like, for example, Path of Exile, right? I love the world, love everything, but yeah, PoE 2 is just, you know, eating a lot of dicks right now. Can play Marathon in the meantime. Oh yeah, dude, I saw people shitting on Marathon. See, I already formulated my opinion before I watched those videos. And you know what? Good thing I wasn't alone. I formulated my opinion on the game as soon as I saw the UI. As soon as I saw the UI, I'm like, this game is gonna be shit. No, fuck no. The game, the UI looks like Legos, bro. Very important thing about me in video games, right, is UI, gameplay. So of course, gameplay #1, UI, and visual clarity. Those are like my #1, or top 3 things. I don't care about the story, right? The only time when I care about the story, if I don't know, magically is a good story, and I'm invested in the story. Borderlands 2, Cyberpunk, you know, that kind of thing. But otherwise, if the gameplay and shit is not intuitive. Oh, dude. That's where it gets me. $40. $40 for what? Monster Hunter UI, bro. Thank God Monster Hunter gameplay is top tier. Because that... I do not like the UI there. We started playing PoE 1 yesterday. Today, we got last epoch coming in 3 hours. Hype for last epoch? Hell yeah. What's up with PoET since the patch? You have a terrible ping. Yeah. So servers are fucked, especially if you're playing on EU. So here, if you're playing on EU and the server you're originally on is disconnecting you, just switch to another EU server. Because most of the shit is happening in EU for some fucking reason. You're not using electric Archon shards? Why would I? Ah, roar. Look at them. They come to this place. Do Coda build vids? No, they're absolutely mid as fuck. Just build them like any other fucking weapon. If anybody's hyping the Coda weapons, they're absolutely fucking lying. Or starved for content, I guess. This might sound racist, but I feel like most Asian games do weird shit with their UI. No, I'll tell you one thing. It's not racist. It's here. Japanese games have one of the worst UI experiences you'll ever have in any video game. And this is a fact. And I grew up playing Japanese games. Replace Mirakaban for resource farming. All you have to do is put resourceful retriever. Its charm is still useful. You love playing Korean MMOs? God bless your soul. I'm never touching any other Korean MMO. Ever. I have zero problem with the UI.
Whose idea?
Dark Souls.
Whose idea was this?
It's Japanese. For those who didn't know, Dark Souls is Japanese. Elden Ring, Japanese. Bro, the text is like most of the time is too small. The important information is not even shown to you. You need to open a window to go into a window to do something to go back out of the window to equip the thing. Yeah, that's just like every Japanese game. It's not only in Dark Souls or Elden Ring. Monster Hunter has this issue as well. I don't know what's up with like JP games with horrible UI. A new augment for Soulgate? Yes, as you can see. All these other things Elden Ring is praised for, UI is absolutely not one of them. True. That's the thing, like, gameplay? Like, if I were to have to rate gameplay in, like, Monster Hunter, right, top tier, you're gonna have a blast playing Monster Hunter. I mean, again, it's if you like the gameplay, of course. There's some people who don't like Monster Hunter gameplay, but oh my god. Right, so I made a review video for Monster Hunter. And, ooh. this guy. Don't cancel my ability. And I was saying like the UI is horrible, right? Certain things need to be explained better, blah blah blah. And of course, some Monster Hunter cringe purists were like, you'll get used to it. I'm like, that's not a solution. Yeah. Play some dating games, but I'm already, you know, dating your mom. You know? And I'm bored. That's not...
Huh?
Can you not cancel my roar, you fucker? Just die already. Alright, now I have my roar back. Ooh-hoo. Alright, we got damage back. I can confirm Monster Hunter has terrible UI. The game is dope though. Yeah, absolutely. I fucking love Monster Hunter. I remember getting into Monster Hunter World. I'm like, wait, why do I need to open this window to open another window to then get to this window so then I can click on something and then go back to this other window and then click this other window and then equip the item I want. Alright, you just have to do it. Bro, the LOS on this thing is so bad. I have to put it here so I can actually hit the guy. And then put that one there. Now it's hitting the bubble. Menus are part of the gameplay. It's part of the game experience. Because here's the thing, right? RPG games will have you go into the menu quite a lot for a few reasons. You know, equipping, changing out gear, you know, respecking skills. It's going to have you do that quite a lot. And if the experience is bad, oh, it can be quite annoying. And the user experience for Warframe going into menus is fine, blah, blah. The only problem that Warframe has when it comes to UI design is this shit. This shit is bad. These little blue icons. We can't even customize where we want them. Because here, you'd have to, like, we're already used to it, right? Looking down, looking up, looking there. Did I still replace Soulgate with Roar? No. If you're not using the Soulgate build, then yeah. I mean, you don't need to ask these things. Come on, my guy. Common sense. Come on, you got this. Sometimes, before asking a question, ask it yourself, to yourself, and see how you should answer that question yourself. And if the answer is obvious, then you didn't need to ask it. You didn't need to ask someone else. You think kid guns are good to invest in? Only if you like playing them. Otherwise, kid guns are just not as good. The problem with a lot of Warframe stuff is like old stuff becomes super power crept really fast. The content, appreciate that, man. Welcome. Man, these things need a better duration. But do you see what I'm saying about this type of build? The Soulgate build? Bro, stop putting a bubble on me. Look at that. Right? It's like, it's a camping setup. If you don't camp with this build, it's gonna be a bad experience. How is that not dealing damage to the guy? Kill him! Kill him! There we go. The favorite weapon? All my favorite weapons are utility weapons. None of the weapons I like are damage dealing weapons. So yeah. Kratos, Epitaph. There you go. Dead, 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 dead. How do you change the blue icon spam? Blue icon spam? Oh, you're talking about what? These things? You can't change them. You reached MR9 and I'm now learning things about modding. Number one thing you have to know about modding, right? Green number doesn't always mean good. Okay? Just take that. Sometimes you see green number when you put a mod, it's like, oh, that means I'll do more damage? Not necessarily. So you gotta learn the basics. And when it comes to modding for damage, there is the big three. Your base damage, your crit damage, and your elements. If you have those three together, right, you can see your damage go up. And then everything else is going to be a multiplier to that damage multiplier. It's just the basics. I do have damage guide videos on modding, you know, your weapons. You can check those out. They will help you out. All right, let's get out. This is the build with Wisp. It's not that impressive. It's just a camping setup. If you don't camp, this build is just going to be boring as fuck. I mean, camping in itself is boring as fuck, unfortunately. And that's another thing with Warframe setups, right? You can like a build, but unfortunately, sometimes, actually most times, not all builds are going to work everywhere.
Very good.
It sounds complicated, but when you get the hang of the thing, it's simple. Yeah, exactly. Very simple. I can showcase a very simple... I mean, I do this quite a lot for a lot of people coming in who are new. Right? But I'll show you how simple it is and how you should go about it. We're going to go to our weapon tester. Bring out the Soma, because it is the weapon test weapon. All right, here we go. Okay. Perfect. It's on the same loadout. That's the loadout, right? So... here, lesson. Okay, these are the weapon's stats. Now these stats are at their 100% value. If you have ribbons with negatives affecting a certain stat, then of course it's subtracting a part of that 100% value. These mods are multipliers that multiply the 100% value. Got that? This 165%. Okay. This 155%. These are base damage. Unfortunately, it just says damage, but they are base damage. They will multiply your base damage. Your base damage consists of physical or elemental damage, which totals up to the total damage, hence the total part. Usually consists of the physical damage, which is IPS, impact, puncture, slash. And depending on which one is dominant, right, your status chance is going to affect the frequency of the procs. So this is very heavy in the slash department. So if you build up your status chance, which is the likelihood of you proccing a status effect, that's why you'll see slash procs. But now if you put a base damage mod, this one, of course, minus accuracy. It doesn't show the accuracy thing here because it's a useless stat, but yeah. You can see it multiplies your base damage. Doesn't do anything else except multiply base damage. Green number. However, there are arcanes that also do the same thing, but you don't see green number, but they offer you a bigger buff to your damage. See? These are the same thing. So putting these together, they're additive to each other. It's like putting this. They are additive to each other because they are the same multiplier. Speaking of being additive to each other, have a look at this. When I put 165 and 155, this should be a bigger number, right? You can see it's not as big because these are additive to each other. However, if you put a new modifier, which is an elemental damage modifier, you will get a new value. So, boom. You see how we have a new value, and this gives you a new total damage? That means your base damage will multiply the new value. Boom. See, bigger number. You see, 110. However, not as big. Big. Now, this is a crit weapon. 30% crit. Okay. So now what happens if we crit? The damage is then multiplied. So this is your crit multiplier. Whenever you land a critical hit, which is 30% of the time, it will multiply your total damage by 4.2 times. Right? So if we want to increase our damage even further, we increase the critical damage. Now it's 7.8 times the damage. Simple as that. This is why these three are the big three when it comes to damage. And if you want to increase your damage, right, you can increase other multipliers. Like now I can add more fire rate. I can add multiple pellets. So now I'm doing 2 times the bullets. And I want to increase the frequency of my crits. Okay. So I will add crit chance. Now if I can find, where's the crit chance mod? There we go. I can add some crit chance. Now I have 90% chance to deal 7.8 times my total damage. Okay. Headshots are weak points. Okay. Weak points are going to be a bit different. And that's why you have headshot damage multipliers with like deadhead and all that. It's a different type of multiplier, but yes, when you land a critical hit on a weak point, you will deal more damage. While acceleration over prime shred, you're absolutely wrong. Imagine shooting a group of enemies and that enemy dies. Guess what happens? Your bullet will still be hitting that enemy and will not penetrate through the dead body. So punch through is better. Punch through is always better. Especially single target weaponry. So this is like the basics of modding. If you do not have this, well, get fire rate from other sources and still have punch through on your weapon. That's pretty much damage modding in a nutshell. That's with guns, of course. With melees, it's same principle, but the mods are slightly different, and of course how the weapons function are going to be slightly different. With melee, how do you mod melee nowadays? All right, let's bring out a melee. I got the Broken War. Yeah, here we go. Broken War. What you do with this is how you mod melee. You're done. You're done. That's it. This is how you mod melees nowadays. Nothing else. Oh, you can put other things to make it work better, right? But yeah, this is how, you know, yeah, this is melee modding, guys. Why are crit weapons better than status weapons? Depends on how you use those weapons. You have to remember, crit is another damage multiplier. What happens if you crit and you proc a status effect? Your damage over time will deal more damage. Understand? What are we playing for Elion launch? A rogue, my guy. No, melee duplicate, you delete that one. You delete that arcane. It doesn't exist. It's trash. Oh, that's pretty much modding. Level cap, my guy. A regular dual toxis build is just going to be viable for level cap. Here's something I will have to tell everybody when it comes to Warframe and level cap. It is not anything special, okay? Guys, level cap is not special. It's literally the same enemy, but with more numbers. Okay? You do it, you know, once, twice, hey, good experience. But it's literally the same game, same process, with a higher number attached to it. So if you see, like, I've done a lot of level cap content, trust me. Like, it's you know, it was pretty much, you know, if I didn't have anything, I'm like, hey, level cap, let's go, boom, 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 yeah, right? It's, guys, it's the same content, man. Just play the game. Like, there's no need to try hard. If you try hard in Warframe, it's like in Warframe especially, try harding in Warframe, it's like, do you, man? Just do you. Do you? Min-maxing builds, sure, but at the end of the day, it's just there, dude. It's just there. Make more plat? Yes. You get a job and you buy plat. Best plat advice ever. Or start to learn how to trade. Then enemy's gonna just die. Exactly. They're just gonna die the same way. How'd you level cap though? You can do it however you want. There's different levels of level cap. Do you hate yourself? Or are you just doing it to see big number? Those are the two options. Now, depends on which one you choose. Now, which one do you want? Right? Option one, do you hate yourself or do you just want to see big number? Which one? Because it depends. Because I'll give you mission types for either one. If you can answer that, you hate yourself, go do Arcwing. Level cap. Go do... Jesus. Go fucking do... Well, what's the nicest way of saying it? No, there isn't. Go do defecation. Yeah. Defecation, level cap, Arcwing interception, level cap. That's if you hate yourself. Number 3, survival, level cap. Yes, that's if you hate yourself. If you just want to see big number, cascade disruption. Oh yeah, that's... Oh, no. Survival is actually at number 4. Number 3 is defense. There you go. That's... Ooh. That's a really hate myself situation right there. So, pick one. Excavation. That's number 4. That's number 5. Sorry, after defense. Yeah. So, pick your poison. If you do circuit, the thing is with circuit, you have to just play the circuit. The loadout, you cannot choose your own loadout. See, the circuit had a good idea. It had a good idea. The problem with the circuit and everything Deviri is DE gave up on it and they moved on. They did not improve on any of the content that we already had. It's still like they gave us some quality of life like this, right, to see what we had and all that. But at the end of the day, it was still the same. So would it be slower or faster? It will still be slower. You want to know why? Is the problem with defense is the enemy AI. Enemy AI in Warframe, it's special. It's special. That's all I have to say. It's fucking special. Yeah. And defense tiles. Here's the best defense tile. Jupiter. Defense tile. Good luck doing good luck. It will take you probably a day to finish that, to get to level 99. You know, 9,999. Yeah. The fastest defense tile, let's see, which one? The one in Venus. The one with the pillars. Helene and Hydron.
Better here than out there.
Yeah, those are the only ones I can think of. I think one of the first level cap defenses that was done was on the Venus tile set.
I guess not too.
All right, that means let me have a look at my. Let me finish this lich. Is someone no? See, void. The problem with void defense, it's a big tile set. Very, very big tile set. You have to wait for enemies from that end to come to you. Enemies from that side. Enemies from that side. Enemies behind you, right? It's very exposed and they take too long. Yeah. And the amount of... Dude, I remember when we were doing like a long run on... Yeah, oh. Yeah. Oh, I still didn't even unlock the correct mods? Holy shit! Are you serious? Ah, man. So yeah, defense in general, just a lot of game modes in Warframe just need a rework. The problem is, the devs themselves don't see it. Or they probably do, or they don't want to do anything about it. Or as it's not a priority. That's what I feel like. Warframe AI, ladies and gentlemen. Warframe AI, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! They did something. Oh my god. Reaction time of a pineapple? God, that's offensive to a pineapple, my guy.
Just pinged one of Scalda's secret stashes. Use it for Avant charges to mount the locks and get inside. But I gotta tell you, they will not be happy about it if you do.
I mean, aren't they happy about anything? Dude, why does my fucking worm die to AoE effects? Like, how is my thing, like the thing floating above me, dying to ground effects?
You don't crack that cash, son. It's gonna deadlock permanently. Clock ticking. Look for fervent charges.
Fervent charges. All right. Mark that. This is why I tell people if you want to survive in Warframe, like one of your best defenses is movement.
To the victor!
Movement is going to be your best sort of defense in the game.
The extremely pissed
Shields
off bad guys.
and movement are going to keep you alive. If you stay on the same spot for a while, you're going to die. Sure. Or if you're tanky and you're like playing Revenant, sure, that's fine. That's why when I read some comments like, how do you survive? When I play it, I die. And when you look at people, this is how they're playing.
I'm so tired. Stormfall, please save me the bother.
Warframe is not that kind of game. Warframe, you have to be a fucking schizo. Helmets, it's like you don't know anything about Saren. If you want to make it, I'll keep it simple for you. You can close your eyes, pick any weapon, use it with Saren. Done. The reason I use Exceltra for this is because this. I can just spray without needing to aim. Right? And it's not an incarnate, so I don't have to worry about charging incarnate. And because I'm using it with Saren, it has good ammo economy because I'm killing them way faster. So I don't have to worry about running out of ammo. Except if they're, you know, damage attenuated fuckers like these. Well, it's a different story. And that's how you finish these guys off. Not finish them off, like finish them off, but you know, you finish them off. Yeah? Better, Ogres will have you run out of ammo way too quickly. And low magazine, you're spending more time reloading. You understand? But then again, use whatever you want. Oh, look what I found. Love the name of the weapon. Yeah, Necrochasm, right? Would rework Incarnate charging let MS count still? You know DE will never do that, right? Like things that would make sense. Unfortunately, I'll have to say this. But usually things that make sense never get into the game. Rogue Heartseeker? What's that? So you were saying about acolytes? That's the acolyte, by the way. For those who are saying why use this weapon instead of other weapons against acolytes. That's what it does to the acolyte. Why do they hate on me? Because I don't lie and tell the truth. And they hate that. Simple. Is a new rogue skill? Oh. In terms of damage, read what... Okay. Go to the wiki. This will help you out in the future. Go to the wiki, read what Roar does.
That's the
and then read what Toxic Lash does.
Time to confirm.
And then you can formulate your own answer. Hello there, how's it going? Top of Lash, Roar, and Electric Shards. Yeah. The Lich still hasn't even spawned, man. Holy crap. I love doing these missions. You know you can have both crit and damage over time together, right? Crits will increase the damage of your damage over time. If you need to choose, why do you have to pick one when you can use both? Don't be weird like that.
Now please, stop being weird. You scaring all the lame ass people who are afraid to be themselves.
Yeah. It's like asking, yo, if you prefer to have a burger, right? Would you just have the patty or the bun? Like, what? That's how the question sounded like. You get me?
Get work, see. Fewer fervent charges your pocket. Know this. Open that thing in the tech bubble.
How's it going? Going good, man? Welcome. This one there. Why does it have to be this freaking... Okay, this waypoint system is so trash. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You know? Holy crap. There are 600 weapons. Farm the good ones. There are a bunch of weapons. Find the one that you like, right? And use whatever you like. Because at the end of the day, it's a video game. Play however you like. If something is good and someone tells you it's good, but you don't like that weapon, you don't have to use it just because someone tells you it's good to use it. You get me?
I say,
right? There are people who would live and swear by the Nami solo. I find Nami solo fucking boring, right? I'll rather have the Kratos. If I'm doing melee influence and shit, I would just use any other weapon I want because it's melee influence. At the end of the day, you're just gonna kill this enemies the same way. Corrosive is not a 2 times damage buff. What? What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about ferrite and everything like that? It's not, yeah. Ferrite system, the ferrite alloy armor, yeah, that's no longer a thing. Is to just do whatever you feel like doing. It makes no sense forcing yourself. Exactly. What will happen to normal formas now? What is forma? What do you mean? Forma is forma, my guy. Oh. Prove a heck and everything. Yeah, you can do whatever. Like, I've done so many, like, funny meme hunts. I did Hildren, Balefire, Eidolons. It's dog shit. The setup is dog shit. Don't do it. A? Wow. Who would have thought it was the A? Saren. I didn't even fucking see the Acolyte's health, by the way. What is Worm doing? Doing worm things. Passively cleansing me of status effects. Regenerating my shields. Giving me over shields. You know? Simple as that. And now people saying, oh, but doesn't Saren cleanse herself with her 2? Yeah, but why would I waste my energy spamming 2 all the time? Well, I can just buff myself and shoot gun.
Worst of it. Now come on home, fam.
See, the thing is, when I play video game, I play to have 0 stress. All right? Just have fun. People forget that. Why do you have to be MR17 to use Coda? Why do you have to ask a dumb question? Just get to MR17. The fuck? Like, what the fuck, dude? If something has a requirement, get the requirement, right? It's not asking you to fucking, you know, become a god or something. Like, what the fuck? Stop being a bitch. 5 more years. If you think it takes 5 more years, stop playing the game. Simple as that. My god. 5 years to get MR17. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Jesus. God damn, bro. Which one was it? This guy. Asking like why adept weapons are locked behind GMs or why they locked behind, you know, trials. If you want something, go get it. The function of gear accumulation, yeah, exactly. If you just play the game, you get M mastery rank. You don't see the appeal of adept weapons, better stats, and more customizability. Yeah, bro, you got some weird Warframe players like, oh, why I gotta do this? Why do I need to do this to get to this? Why?
Deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
Nice. Okay, there is one. Yes, there is one. Why do you have to be MR10 to auto install? Okay, that one I agree. That one is fucking retarded. Holy shit. Yeah, you have to be MR10 to press auto install on an IA10. That I can agree is the dumbest fucking thing in the world. What DE, what the fuck? Why is that a thing? Yeah, to click auto install stars in an IA10 sculpture. All right, you need to be MR10. That's retarded. MR2 to trade, that's fine. That's stopping bots or, you know, RM tiers to a certain extent. Man. Also, you know what's hilarious? GGG, Grinding Gear Games, people who do PoE, they don't do anything about RMT. They literally don't. Like, how? You know what's funny? I was watching some videos and everything, right? And there were people talking about like these PoE2 players. They're talking about how trading is like so cringe right now. Is because when someone wants to buy something, right? The person's trading will be like, just give me a sec, let me go buy divines. They're open about RMT. And what's funny? There was a random fucking video I was watching about a crossbow huntress, because like I was playing crossbow huntress, right? I was like, yo, let me see what other people are doing. And this guy starts off the video with a sponsor segment to an RMT site. Like, what? What? Yeah. When will I stream First Ascended? First you have to go to bed, right? Close your eyes, go into a deep sleep, and then start dreaming me streaming the game again. There you go. That's when I'll stream it. We'll be dead if there's no RMT, pretty sure. They're just open, man. Really? Yeah. And you know what's the best part? The dream can be whatever you want. And you can make me say or do whatever you want. That's the best part about dreams. You know? You want to hook up with a celebrity? Easy, right? What do you think about Monster Hunter? You're on the YouTube, right? You can see, I've covered Monster Hunter. Think about it, it's one of the best games ever. Now it depends. World is guys, I will say something. Alright? World is definitely way better than Wilds. Only when it comes to specific things. Right? I love the Lance in Wilds a lot more. I'd rather play Lance in Wilds than in World. However, Charge Blade, I just love Charge Blade in World. So much better. So much cleaner. Dual Blades in Wilds is better. Yeah. But unfortunately, like visuals, Wilds visuals suck compared to World visuals. Oh, I'm done. I can extract now, right? Yeah, well, I mean, I'll just wait for 5 minutes.
Nostalgia is distracted. I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions.
Your favorite is Rise? It's fine. Why would I hate you for that?
Extraction is ready. I can't ask you to fight any longer. But
You like what you like, man.
wanted to fight longer.
Why do you have to like? I don't know. This guy appeared behind me. He's being a ninja. I thought we're the ninjas. Why? I mean, if that's what you want to dream about, go for it, man. Power to you. Why? Did I ask for that? Wire bugs are fun. Man. Speaking of bugs and everything, I had to install a mod to mute the wedge beetles in Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh my god. So annoying. You like Rise because the graphics are so last gen, it makes gameplay super smooth at 120 FPS. But World, it also runs fine with actual mosquitoes, bro. They're annoying. Did you know, like, it's everybody was praising that mod on Nexus. I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. This is the problem with Capcom and quality of life. They hate quality of life. Now, some things, right? They also themselves, they can see, okay, this is bad, but dude, some things that are quality of life just don't exist in that game, in Monster Hunter World games, Monster Hunter games in general. Like sounds, visuals. Also, when those, so there are certain effects that monsters do, like completely blind you when it comes to, you know, white screens, blurs. Yeah, we have to install mods to remove all those blur effects, all those, you know, those weird camera shit effects, just so we can play the game. Because I remember when I first did Alatreon, bro, he did this scream, my whole screen blurred out. Like, I'm like, what am I attacking now? Stop it. Game devs, visual clarity importante. All right, don't fucking blind your players, please. All right, wait. Let's switch this up. Cyberpunk quality of life mods is like 50%, like 50 mods that fix the game. Nyx, what am I gonna do with Nyx, man? How are you gonna make builds and try new stuff if you don't have the requirements to use the new weapons and stuff that you need to try and make those builds? My guy, think about it for a second when you're writing these things. That's your thing, then fix the problem. It's like, my problem is this, but I have to do this. So if you have the solution, why don't you solve it? It's like, bro, my body is wet, and the only way to dry off my body if I use a towel. But I have to get up and grab the towel. That's what it sounds like. And that's what it sounds like. You know? Just... Am I using Reshade? No, I uninstalled Reshade in Warframe. The new update just kind of made things load a bit slower. Oh, let's do Barak, right? Let's do Barak and Melee Influenza. Where's Barak? Where's Barak? There he is. Any good nowadays? Yeah, he's okay solo. Which side of the bread is correct to put the side of butter on? Whichever one you want. If you're making grilled cheese, you butter both sides. It depends on what kind of sandwich you're making.
Your weapons make music.
That depends on the sandwich you're making.
Calls for a song.
And it also depends on the bread. Guys, come here. Come here. Look at this. So, I've already talked about Baruch's major issues, right? And if they change these few things, it could somewhat be usable. Somewhat, you know? In public missions. Number one, right? His 2 shouldn't be tied to duration when it comes to recasting it. And when you cast it on enemies, it should refresh whatever you did to them. Right? His 1 is... I don't know. They just need to change his 1. His 1 is dog shit. And what the problem is that you have to build up so much, so you have to like remove so much duration so you can recast your 2. So you can start to get things going. And another thing is that having negative duration limits helmet possibilities. His 1, it just removes your hitbox. No, here. Think about it like this. This is what his 1 does. His 1 allows you to dodge attacks. Not AoE, by the way. Only attacks that are aimed at you. And you can only dodge them if you are not attacking. What? So you have to fucking stand still. Yeah.
Why? That physically makes no sense.
Exactly. You literally have to fucking sit there to dodge attacks. I wanted to pick up. Dude, what do you mean? It requires 0. You literally, and this is the problem with Warframe. You need to attack. You need to kill. Standing still and doing nothing. Like, what are you gonna do then? It is an actual useless ability. And it drains energy over time. So you stand there draining energy over time, like dodging attacks, or only attacks that are aimed at you, not AoE, by the way. So what's the point of even using this ability? You get what I'm saying? He looks fun to play, but he has so many like anti-synergistic things in his kit. Do re-triggers from his second ability augment? Re-trigger restraint? I don't know. I don't use his. The only augment to use is fourth ability augment. One teammate and 4 doesn't exist. True. So this, see, my 2 doesn't affect enemies who are out of my LOS. See, these guys weren't affected. That guy's affected. That guy's affected. See, they're in my line of sight. But enemies behind, like just right over here, they won't get affected. This little box will block my effectiveness of my second ability. But now think about it. You have to use an yeah, great game, by the way. So you have to use a mod to use another mod.
Bring it a little close, no?
That's why certain things don't make sense. And you have to realize, like, to understand why they don't make sense, you have to understand, you know, why it doesn't make sense. Oh my god. And now it just makes no fucking sense.
See? My ass is out here on the line too.
Oh my god.
Use it when you need it, but only if you need it. Spore contamination is getting out.
Where's the
of hand.
acolyte?
Start holding your breath.
Oh, it was violence. Fuck him. Yeah. What do I do if I'm across the map, already finished with a mission, 0 enemies left? Yeah, that's why when I say like Baroo, like he's all right, is not great. People get upset because, oh, I do so much damage with Baroo, blah blah. I do this and that. Yeah. What are you gonna do in anything when you know? If you like the frame a lot, you can't really use them anywhere else. He's a one mission frame. Yeah, think about it. Why would you use Baroo in capture? Why would you use this Warframe in capture? There's some frames that can work anywhere. They're just fine. But, and also, not only that, Baroo in a group? Not great. If you enter a public mission as Baroo, good luck. Good luck. With messy conditions, yeah, regular Excal, not Umbra. And that's the thing with Baroo, you know. How does my combo last so long? Dexterity are kings. Do you see me using any other weapons? Nope. So what do? Use those weapons to enable my main weapon. Whew. If enemy density is high, Baroo is in pub is fine. When are you ever going to see a high density in a mission? Not only that, let's say you're in a public mission, right? And you have a Sevagoth with a double augment combo. What are you gonna do if there's literally any map clear Warframe? Yeah. Yeah. That's this plays solo, exactly. That's when Baroo shines, if you're solo. I'm having a decent time right now is because, you know, I'm not with anyone else. I can maintain my buffs. My restraint is pretty low. Combo is fine. Oh yeah, before, good thing they added this quality of life, because before, combo management with Baroo was a lot harder. Because you had to always physically hit enemies just to maintain the combo. Now I can just, you know, use my waves and we're fine. Usually isolate themselves from others. No. Hey, yo, Sidians. Thank you so much. Welcome. Appreciate that. Yo, what's up? Welcome. All right. Wait. Am I done? How much more? Wait. Oh, is it not here? Wait. Oh, yeah, it's here. 70%. Oh, brother. Play some Masa. Oh, thank God we got these missions. Unfortunately, the alerts are not working properly. So, but I can see you did it.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
No. Guys, Koda weapons are not good. They're literally a waste of fucking time. Alright? If you want something new and powerful. If you're collecting them for mastery rank purposes, then sure. Otherwise, they are very generic. Uninspiring. Boring ass weapons that don't do anything special. Fastest is okay, but not great. Yeah, it's okay. But any weapon can be okay. Kind of wreck themselves with Incarnate. That's the thing. If no weapon right now can achieve as much as Incarnates did, unfortunately every other weapon is gonna look mediocre. The issue with Incarnates, right? Not all of them are also great. They have some good stuff, sure, but not all of them are great. There's like a handful of Incarnates that people still use. They all, like, I still like using like my Cedo, Phantasma. Those are still like decent weapons. I don't have to run Incarnates. The only issue, like, why Incarnates can be annoying to use is just charging the Incarnates. Incarnates feel so bad in your day-to-day mission. So what I would, the only time where I would say any new weapon would look good or feel good is if they rework how you approach the game. Because right now, what's your approach of the game? It's S tier? No, it's not. You know what makes Occucore usable? The Ultimate. A mandatory mod to make the Occucore do something. Guys, don't slap on S tier on something without knowing why it does what it does. I love the hitboxes. Stop it. Compressor, it's okay. It's the only good thing that came with Yoreli. Let's be honest. Is the single strongest mod in the game though? No, it's not. Ooh! No, it's not. Yeah, totally. You know what's the single most strongest combo in the game right now? Slap an electric mod on a melee with melee influence. Your Occucore will not even get close to killing as fast as that combo. Not even close. And if you use a frame that has guaranteed procs,
Nice combo.
the ramp up is way
Excellent
faster.
combo.
Oh, fucking tree. Oh my god, I'm killing myself. Wait, I just realized something. I was inside the bubble. Right? I was shooting myself with overguard. But I was gaining overguard back because I was...
Like this.
Because I was shooting someone with overguard to give myself overguard. Wait, that was... Did you see that?
You could do a lot. You've really just done the minimum.
Because I'm running Fortifying. But if I use Saren... Nah, the thing is, right, if I do melee influence, it's still, what is this? What's his face? Melee formation is still gonna be way stronger because it's guaranteed procs. There are certain things that just work better. Alright, if I'm doing any gun builds, Saren will absolutely destroy. The only way, like, we can solve power creep, alright, is to destroy everything. Now, what do I mean by that? Take everything that we have right now and rebalance it. Meaning, number one, change some damage systems. Nerf some shit. Buff some other shit. Improve the approach to gameplay. Enemy AI. Hitboxes. I like how I'm shooting this thing, you see? See what I mean by hitboxes? I couldn't even aim at this guy. Warframe needs a complete system overhaul. That's the only way. But that's a lot of work. But it is possible if they, you know, upgrade their team. It's not super steel pants. You understand? That is not going to solve anything. Look at the new enemy types with damage attenuation. It's just boring to fight against. It's uninspiring. No, don't do what GGG is doing. Don't play into the vision. Ain't gonna make money. It will make money, but unfortunately they'll have to spend money. You need, yeah, that's the thing. Is like fun is gonna be a subjective thing to a lot of people. I'll tell you one thing. This is absolutely the truth, right? New players coming into Warframe are gonna have a blast. Things are fast. You can blow shit up. You can zoom across the map. Exciting, fun. Oh my god, let's do this, let's do that. Oh, let's get this, let's get that. We get stronger and stronger. Oh, but the enemies are... Why does it feel like I have too much power now? Yeah. Yeah. Remember all those D2 streamers that started trying out Warframe? Told you it won't last long. Yep. Team effort. The thing is, people cry a lot in Warframe. People cry about the smallest things when it comes to actually doing something in the game. And unfortunately, DE listens to those guys a lot more. And for Cascade, fuck no. Fuck no, dude. I'll blow my brains out right now. Holy shit. End the game. Our Warframe, most cringe place on earth. I'll raise you the Genshin Reddit. I think that's a lot worse.
Each enemy is more powerful than
because there's actual pedophilia in there.
True mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
Is it gacha gaming? Yeah. You can have cringe people and all that, but once you start getting to, you know, yeah, that side of the world. What would endgame, yes. What would endgame look to me? So, one thing, right? Sustainability with the content you're doing that requires you to actually test out your loadouts to get amazing loot. And then get stronger to a point where you challenge something that's a pinnacle and boss. Once you do that, you upgrade yourself a bit more. Now there's challenge modes for these things. Each completion gets you loot. Loot that will improve your loadouts so you can challenge harder, meaningful combat with mechanics, not fucking damage attenuation or bullet sponges. No, 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 no. Actual mechanics. Oh, there it is. Why? Now, before I answer, do you know what roar does? And do you know what nourish does? Because it seems like you don't. They did idle hunting dirty? Yep. It's because people are complaining, like, I need to actually gear up to do content. Why? You use roar on site? Go ahead and try using roar on site. I think it's better you experience things, try it, and then see why you don't see anyone using roar on site. Ultra Pulse, Mandatory, and Diriga? For what? You're wondering? Try it. That's what I'm saying. Try it. It's better to, you know, see things for yourself. Please try it. And then when you try it, you'll come back to me and say, Javelin augment? No need. Give you something meaningful to do in this game? Install Last Epoch. Update coming today. So we're here, you know, filling out my day by streaming Warframe because Last Epoch doesn't update until 2 more hours. Something like that. So for the guy who was wondering why not Nourish on Xcal, number 1, Nourish will overpower my electricity. Number 2, Nourish is just going to be an elemental buff.
line too.
Okay.
Extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
But with Roar, it's a damage multiplier. Universal damage multiplier. And functions as a faction damage multiplier. To multiply every hit and double my damage over time. And with influence, it's way more damage. You see? Where's the extraction? Whew. When making builds, you have to know what you need to sacrifice, what you need to add. Because you don't want to have too much of one thing to hurt your main damage source. Oh my god, is this cunt lord? Where the fuck is extraction? Bruh. Can I please get the extraction? Is it this way? No, it's down. Alright, move, please move. Please move. Alright, it's this way. Whoever designed these the waypoints, please fix them. They're horrible. Yeah, and normal Excalibur is going to be a bit way better to use over the Umbra if you do not have the Excal Prime.
So what you trying to do?
Please show you SP Limbo. Why? Why? It's like asking me, do I like getting ass fucked? Why?
Your weapons
For fun?
make music,
Why would I do it
and
for
the
fun
enemy
if it's not
calls for a
fun?
song.
I love one-shotting enemies and not getting my Incarnate charge. All right. Huge. We'll get there somehow. Maybe use regular. That's what you're asking. Well, you should be using regular. We finally got it. Here we go, boys. I mean, if you don't have the Prime, that is. Is good when you need to destroy containers, but Zaku does it better, though. Zaku destroys containers better.
Just pinged one of Scaldra's secret stashes. Use it Fervon charges to melt the locks and get inside. But I gotta tell you, they will not be happy.
Thanks for
about it
standing
if you
still. See, this is the problem with Incarnates. If you mod your weapon right, you'll just one-shot everything before even doing damage. And that was without Roar. If I did Roar, I I'll barely get any incarnate.
You don't crack that cash soon, it's gonna deadlock permanently. Clock's ticking. Look for Fervon charges.
Yeah. Yes. Have you been out of the loop, my guy? Second ability, tap to hold. What? Well, what do you want about? What about it? Better slow charge and do no damage? No, just have it work like how it used to. They actually fucked Incarnate charging, if you guys didn't know about that. So if you're doing every day-to-day content, there's no point using Incarnate weapons. Because you're just not you're not gonna be getting Incarnate charges. Go on YouTube. We'll see. Mag's passive needs a rework. My guy, you know how many things in the game need a rework? You know how many things in the game need a rework? Oh. And Mag's passive is you know, is probably one of the last. Okay, last on the list. You want to know whose passives need rework? Rhino.
It's okay. We'll make do.
Excalibur Umbra. Chroma. Valkyr. Loki. Where's the Acolyte? All right. Oh, he survived. That means Incarnate charge. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm using the Lantron Incarnate. I love shooting into this little hole here. Beautiful. Oh, they're all dead. Oh, they're coming back. They're coming back. It went right through his legs. Oh my god, that's hilarious. This has 60% heat. It's the Tysus.
Time to come home.
Rhino's Overguard needs to be fixed. Rhino's Iron Skin. See, Rhino needs a touch-up, but of course DE said that they're not going to touch up on Rhino. They're working on Valkyr first, and hopefully you can, you know, take their word. The thing is, I'm surprised, like, certain things, right? Usually DE says, like, oh, these frames don't need a... what the fuck is that? Is this... What is this? Tiny-ass gun. Like, certain things, like, they say, oh, this doesn't need a rework right now. This doesn't need... Like, when you think about it, like, if players are asking for it, don't you think it needs to be looked at? You know? You know? You think that the reason Warrior and PoE is bad because they don't want him to be powerful? No. You're just fucking coping. Warrior has a problem with... The main problem with Warrior is armor. The left side of the skill, passive skill tree sucks. Maces suck. That's why. Oh yeah, did you see this post? Oh, perfect. Go here. Let me open up Discord. Actually, no. I'll go to my history. This is my YouTube history. All right, history. Here we go. So this shit, right?
So the patch
So,
knows.
Have a look at this shit.
Also, all 4 totems was like, okay, so my DPS with
So if you put anything that increases the damage,
totems right now is a bit troublesome.
all right?
Let me
Now
try
he's
to
trying to use a
volcanic
skill.
feature
Just
and see if
watch
my
this.
totems, like if that will give me a lot of DPS. And
If you are experienced with letting animations shine,
and then I equip volcanic fissure and I'm trying to use it, and here we go. Let me do
watch
slam.
this.
Check it out.
By the way, so what's happening right now, if he's dual wielding, he will have multiplicative negative attack speed. When he puts a skill gem to increase its damage, multiplicative negative attack speed.
That's volcanic fissure. Let me do it. Like, let me try slam trial master. Like, look at this. Oh, boom shakalaka. Yeah, question mark. Yeah, it's just really slow move attack speed. It's just
And now when he, so there, look at that. 20% less attack speed. Less is multiplicative in this game.
attack speed multiplier.
And then when you dual wield, it's less. And plus, he's using
I didn't know you were just setting
two-handed
the pace for
weapons.
stupidity.
Two-handed
It looks good on you. Now
weapons
look
on
at
each
you.
hand.
You look like
He's
a
using
statue
javelins.
of a fool. Like you
Those
look so
have
stupid.
less attack speed. Like the attack speed on those things are even slower. So he's using 2 slow things with and a skill that reduces the attack speed, and then having another thing that reduces attack speed again.
So that results in this. It's a peak melee vision.
So this is why warriors are eating dicks. Okay? If you're gonna play warrior, you play quarterstaff warrior. Okay? If you want to do melee. If you want to do range, you play crossbow. Yeah, it's triple dipping in the negatives triple dipping in the negatives. That's how bad it is. So just imagine if Warframe had something like that. Ugh. Oh wait, it does. It does. Oh god. There's so many things in Warframe that are anti-synergistic. And prime example, so Temple, right? His third ability gives you invulnerability, but it locks you into one spot. You press this button, he does his guitar solo, and he does not move. He cannot move. And during that animation, you're invulnerable. However, for this to be useful, you have to fucking let the animations die. You stack so much casting speed, run Matarai, run natural talent, just so you can benefit from this ability. Why? And it's one of his strongest abilities too. This is why I would say like the devs, like they play the game, but they don't look at the game like players do. Like stop letting animations shine, please. Mirage's fourth ability, fucking slow. Necros' fourth ability, fucking slow. Gyre activating her 3 and 4, fucking slow. Holy shit. Guess what? When you're doing that animation, you're vulnerable. You're getting shot at. Dead. Thank God there's shield gating. Corvanx. My God, stop. Like adding these artificial like cucks, like they ruin the flow. Please. We're here to have fun. Best nuke frame, my opinion. I don't. I just use whatever. I don't have one. And nuke is also subjective depending on what mission you're doing. Tried on Mesa? Have you tried exclamation Mesa?
Action is coming. I promise you.
Now there's some kind of a nerf forcing you to use Archon shards. You know what's funny? I was always, you know, asking DE for them to add natural talent as an Exilus mod. But of course they brought Archon shards. I'm like, hey, that's okay, I guess. Because there is no useful Exilus mod in the game, except PSF. Name one useful Exilus mod that cannot be replaced with a utility weapon or an Archon shard. I can. It's called Prime Servo.
Supply cache flipped into self-destruct. Get worksy, fewer fervent charges should pop it.
Ah.
But know this. Open that thing and the tech bot will get riled.
Mace's Exilus? My guy, that's an augment. Arrow Vantage? The fuck is Arrow Vantage? Negative Gravity? Rush? It can be replaced. Again, you can replace Rush with a melee weapon. And a utility mod that doesn't even have to be on your melee weapon. It doesn't have to be on your Warframe. Damage reduction while airborne? Now, I'm thinking, who would actually benefit from that a lot more? There's Hildren, Jade, and Titania. Preparation, Archon shards. 2 Archon shards. You replace preparation. Don't need PSF? Yeah, some frames don't need PSF because they have Overguard. But I'm saying, name useful Exilus mods. There's none. Like, okay, one, but come on, think about it. Exilus mods just are like so cope. Cunning Drift, slap yourself really hard.
Damn, cuz. Missed it.
I said useful. Oh my god. Bro, where are the enemies? Your time machine broke? Oh man. Well, you gotta have to use handspring. Or pain threshold. Without PSF, look. PSF. Amazing. I can shoot gun. Oh my god, they spawned! Wait. Oh, their health's combined. Please let this be over. Please let this be over. Oh my god, it's over. Oh my god, it's over. Oh my god, it's over. Let's leave. Abort mission. You said useful? Coaction drift is fucking useless, my guy. Read what it does and calculate how much of a percentage you're gonna get.
Nobody's breathing yet.
I want you to do the math.
You think Arthur and Aoi will ever get back together?
I want you to do the math.
They were shit for each other.
All right. You draw, you don't do math. Then let me keep it simple for you. It's useless.
Talking, like really talking. Thanks to you, you know?
With the Nira set, the slam, I mean, any slam builds. That's it. Vigilante pursuit? You mean enemy radar? That you can have on literally anything?
Suspended. Hold music. Incoming. Crew, shut it off. What?
You know that every Warframe has 30 meters base enemy radar, right?
You reflect the people you roll with.
And then you have your companion. It enhances crits. You know you can use your, again, companion to get the vigilante sets. And it doesn't enhance crit, it gives you a chance to get your crits to a higher critical tier. Yeah.
Youth is cool.
How many hours do I have in the game? I just started last week.
Wisdom is gold. Yeah, pack it gets all of us feeling protected.
You have to think about certain things, my guy. Why would I use this when it can be replaced by 5 other things? And those 5 other things open up so many other possibilities. That's the thing that also Warframe has. It has so many useless mods in the game. Like, when are you going to use warm coats? Or any other variant of the coats? Come on.
It ain't the money or the fame, my man.
Elemental bullet jump mods. I only use those if I want more bullet jump. That's it. Brother.
You hear about fame being like a coat?
There we go. Got back from a long break. What's the main reason people do 99 stuff? Do it and you'll find out. That's it. 5 cheese, brother. 5 cheese, yes. And use parkour shards? Why would I use parkour shards? Well, I can have, you know, if I have a free slot, alright, on my parkour build, I can use the Kratos and that mod. Still have this lich? Yeah, I didn't finish it because the whole lich system is resident steeper. Brother. There we go, we finally got it. So here. You're going to use coaction drift to buff corrosive projection by a minuscule amount. While you can just make your build better. You know? Process things before, you know. Before, you know, blurting things out. You know? Just saying. I don't mean to be mean, but you know. Wait, why is it? What's up with the light here? Why did it get dark like this? What the hell? And also, what's that following me? What the hell? All right, we're finally done. Huge. It only took 1 year. I don't care. It only took 1 year. We finally beat him, boys. Best build. Awesome. What's her name? There it is. Okay. 26, 27. Jesus. 40%. Huge. 60. Alright, we'll buy that one. What's my synapse at? Synapse. It's at 55. I might as well buy that 40%, right? And max this out. You know? It was 40%, right? Yeah. Just buy it. How bad is the Coda stuff? Boring. Let's see here. Synapse. This one. Okay. You have to wait for that. Actions. Valence fusion. All right. We keep option 1. Confirm. Oh, right. It's not like fuse. Huge. Okay, let me put back the touch of malice. All right. And Tysis. What was the Tysis element to begin with? Impact. Ugh. It was impact? I could have just deleted this one and buy the impact and buy the and wait, did I put anything in this one though? Oh yeah, I already put this shit in it. All right, we're gonna fuse it. Actions, valence formation, option 2. Yes, 60% fuse. Yes, 60%. There we go. Save myself some. What's this thing? Thingy. And it already has some levels. All right, boys, we beat the game, guys. We beat the game. We beat the game. When was the last time? Wait. What is that? Oh, there's this event still. What is this? Oh, we get a free slot. Oh crap! Let me get a free weapon slot. And what do we do? What do we use? Titania? Nah. Fuck it, just play Saren, whatever. Let's get the free weapon slot. Lich weapons should have been the same as Syndicate weapons. Want one free weapon slot? Yeah, why not? Expect when you spend 12 platinum? Jeez, that's your damn mind. $12 whole plats? God, I'll go broke. Yeah, it's just an exterminate mission anyway. You like those elements? Yeah, it fixes a lot of like the annoyance. Yeah, but here, think about it. Me selling that and then spending plant. I still spend plant. What if I don't need to spend a plant at all? Yeah. Free? I'll take it. It's like people complaining about when they get free food. Ah, this free food, oh, they didn't season it. Yeah, so put salt. If you paid for it, then you have the right to complain. But it's free food, man. Someone gave you a free fucking sandwich, you know, and you're complaining. I got a free sandwich and he didn't make the sandwich taste. And slap yourself. Yeah?
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Ungrateful. Alright, we're done. We're done.
Mission complete.
Gets a free Epic Games. Gets a free Epic Games and complain. You know what? I haven't checked any free game on Epic. I don't even fucking log into that shit. And any free game that we were gonna put into the library and never play. Oh god. Thank you, Dex Nakana. Awesome. So we go to equipment, inventory. Dex Nakana. Guys. Free weapon slots.
All limbs intact, no extra holes.
2 racks of ribs for free? You don't mind seasoning it yourself? You got 2 racks of ribs for free? What the fuck? Where's this? What the fuck?
So,
you never played our Red Dead Redemption 2? I played a little bit of it, and I was following the story to a point, and then I killed someone by accident. I'm like, ugh. And now one whole town just hated me. And every time I went there, because I needed to go back there, they were shooting at me. I'm like, bro. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Killed everybody. Alright? Then I will take my fucking beans now, motherfucker.
Eleanor and I are talking now.
Yeah?
Like, really talking.
That's exactly what happened.
Thanks to you, you know?
Yes!
Sorry to be quiet.
She said sorry to be quiet, bro. She's still yapping. Anyway. For that Wisp build that we did, we were using, let's go over the Wisp build. As you can see, we got 2 casting speed shards. I'm just using it on my regular Wisp because I didn't want to use the Prime. You know, I didn't want to move Roar over the 4th ability because we don't have helmet loadouts. So we wanted to use Roar, but unfortunately, we can't have the same helmet on 2 different loadouts and 2 different parts of the ability slots. That's what I'm talking about, helmet loadouts. So I was just using my old Wisp, slapped on Roar on the 2nd ability. You can put the 3rd. I'm not even using these 2 abilities, to be honest. I would say the 2nd would be worthwhile to keep, you know, just for some added survivability. But I just kept the 3 to see how the damage works. At the end of the day, you just slap on Roar, have your emotes down, press the 4th ability, and let it do its, you know, tickle damage. So yeah, casting speed. So if you're gonna use it on your Wisp Prime, use the better casting speed, and the 2 Emerald Shards here just to get some free armor strip. You know, not bad. No, I will not waste my time making a video on very useless weapons. So please stop asking. They are fucking useless. All right, the third, the flash slot, put whatever the fuck you want. You know, put whatever you want. And we use the other half, which is the Kratos, just for some parkour velocity, some jumping, all that. Because, you know, with her passive, you get some invisibility. Why not? Very simple build, right? We're gonna need to use the naughty list here. The only reason using the naughty list is because of one thing and one thing only. Cordon. That's it. To be honest, all these other mods don't fucking matter. You just need the Cordon, and Manifold Bond. That's it. These are the only 2 things that are mandatory for the build. Of course, don't forget Vacuum so you can suck up loot. Otherwise, Cordon, Manifold Bond, that's it. And the weapon doesn't matter. Like, literally, that's all you need, just for the grouping. And your guns don't matter. But if you want to have a gun to kill something, just use whatever you want. You know, again, at the end of the day, you just need Cordon to group up enemies. So you place down your motes, because your motes synergize with the 4. So that's good, giving you some tickle, additional tickle, and elemental procs. And build, simple, energize for energy management. For those you can't see, bolt augmented, strength. So then more strength, more damage. We don't have to worry about energy because we got energize and Archon stretch. And yeah, 2 range mods, make it bigger. This also becomes bigger. We get a 17-meter radius, pretty huge. The augment for this thing, so it throws down balls when you press down the 4th ability. It's no longer a channeling ability, right? It's a one cast, right? Boom, you're done. Yeah, unfortunately, the 4th ability has LOS. So if you're gonna do this build, you find a nice open area like that Void Mission tile set. So a bunch of strength. Archon Vitality because it also does heat. So more heat, damage. Simple as that. And duration, unfortunately, the duration on the 4th ability is pretty low. Yeah, doesn't last that long. 15 seconds. Yeah. But you'll definitely kill enemies by then. Yeah, so if you're worried about survivability, jump and use the 2 and replace the 3 and use the 2 instead. That's about it. Simple build, nothing special. It's just, you know, yeah, all good. Like your 500% power strength Wisp, you do you, man. You do you. People coping, saying the shoddy is good with its amazing perk. The perk doesn't fucking work. Guys, did you know? I'll tell you something that will blow your mind. All right, let's open up the Bassocyst. You see this? It has a perk, right? You can't read it right there. Let's go here. So here, unique trait: alternate fire swarms enemies with mites, inflicting them with impact and magnetic status effect. If the target enemy is open to a mercy kill, perform your alternate fire again to teleport to them and get a mercy kill, and it grants you bonus damage.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
This does not work. You want to know why? If you mod your weapon properly and shoot the enemy, you will one-shot them. Literally. You will one-shot them and you will never see the benefit of this trait. It's just another shotgun that does damage. Unfortunately, it's single target. That's it. Hopefully you get better, my guy. That's it. Anyway, that's about it. Like how long till last epoch? Did the last epoch do? Yeah. So this is my update queue. We haven't touched that. We haven't touched this. All these things. Why are these updates so massive? Why are these updates so massive? If it's a projectile, yes, of course. Also, guys, do not stick your dick in there. Just don't stick your dick in there. You're not gonna get it back. All right, just it's for damage. If it looks like something weird, just don't do it. Think about your future. That's all I have to say. All right. Good God. All right, so we did our thing. We did the setup.
Radio suck.
More radio suck.
We want some radio suck. Was it doing a radio suck?
Here you go. No, stop. Able to fight the tank, steel path with Letty for the special glyph. You just fight the tank. You should shoot the tank. I don't know how else to put it. It's not a hard fight. It's just boring as fuck. You just fight the tank. But yeah, and you get the glyph. If you want the other ones, just do it with the other Warframes. But yeah, I fought it. I fought that tank once for the glyph. Never doing it again. It is absolute garbage. Neja confuses you. You can't seem to get damage going if using his augment. Is that it? Or with anything else? Anything else? It's just not really a damage type of guy. You know? All right, boys. I think let's see. We have 1 more hour left for the update. Not this Warframe update, of course. Another game. So we're gonna call it for now. We did a short stream, and we'll be back later for some last epoch. So thank you so much for hanging out, boys. Have a good one. Take care, and bye bye. Just can take you guys over to the Australian Dragon. All right. What do we write in this Australian Dragon's chat? Oh my God, that is such a cursed emote. Holy shit. Let's write this emote. It's a very cursed emote. Unfortunately, the YouTube peeps can't join on the raid. But yeah, have a good one, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Bye bye. Just the Twitch chat. Hey, bro. Yes. 07. Bye bye. 5, 4, 3, 2.